Yesterday, Google hosted the Android show, the I/O edition, right? Input, output, anyway, whatever they call it, guys. Hey, fun fact, see, the guy on the stage, right? The first guy is wearing a Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. But what is important, they also shared some new nice stuff coming from Android 16. And I said, okay, why not? I mean, just let's give it a go. Let's review what they're showing us and let's react. Maybe it's good for a change. All right, let's see. The first thing is called Expressive Design, apparently.
Android's beautiful new design is flexible and customizable to reflect your personality and style.
Mindy Brooks, the vice president, and I'm not sure, PM or like project manager, program manager, whatever, and the UX Android platform. All right, so I guess Mindy is going to share
Always
some
been one of
important
the
stuff with
best
us.
parts about Android. Everyone's different, so why should every phone look the same? With that in mind, I'm excited to announce the biggest evolution of our design language in years. We call it Material 3 Expressive.
Material 3 Expressive, guys. So let's rewind back. When Google launched the whole Material U design, which wasn't bad actually. It allows you to kind of overhaul everything on your phone, the whole interface, from the colors of the icons and the menus, and also the notification shades and the quick panel. A lot of the brands really tried to adapt to this or had their own version, but Material U wasn't bad. It really allowed this like more expressive custom theming without the need of rooting your phone and just do it the old way, the old style. And now apparently they're elevating the game and introducing Material 3 Expressive. All right, let's see.
It's coming to Android, Wear, and all of your favorite Google apps on these devices later this year. It's a UI tailored for you with colors, fonts, and animations that you can personalize to evoke just the feeling you want.
Nice.
Just think about how you use your devices. Every tap, swipe, and glance matters. That's why we've enhanced the entire experience to be more fluid, more responsive, and more personal. Take a look.
All right. Android is becoming more expressive. Honestly, I think that's a very good change because Android 15 was kind of boring. They changed, they overhauled some things. And by the way, a lot of people think that when you buy a Google Pixel phone, you get the Android stock experience, the vanilla one. No, it's not, right? I'm not sure if they still call it the Pixel UI, but it's still not what you'll get. Even if you buy a Motorola, it's probably even more stock than the stock Android on the Pixel. Nevertheless, now guys, let's see, Android is becoming more expressive. Let's see what they think this means, and are we gonna like it or not? Okay, what? This looks like the new, let's just rewind a bit. This looks like the new quick menu with the quick settings. So brightness bar is a tiny bit different here with that line. All right, everything's so much aligned. All the icons, the battery icon isn't big like on One UI 7. I honestly like these big toggles, guys, because they're really easy to use, no matter the size of the phone. All right, home Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, modes, quick share. Let's just keep looking. Okay, the flashlight. Oh, okay, this is interesting. See what happens when they press here. Weather widgets, more animation. Okay, Wear OS, I guess. Ask Gemini. Yeah, now they're flexing also the Google Wear OS, I guess. Some Pixel phones, some more widgets. Hi there. Jesus, so many things to process. We probably need to look one by one.
Now let's dive into the details.
But now
on the
let's dive.
phone, the small stuff really matters. You'll see more natural and springy animations that make daily interactions look and feel like they're built just for you. Like when you're dismissing a notification, just look at those silky, smooth physics and the soft.
Okay, so when she's swiping right, we can see also the notification behind the ones she's swiping. It's actually moving around. Not so many changes right now else. We still have like the old toggles here.
Haptic rumble when you snap the notification.
Okay, haptic rumble, this is important, guys. So apparently we're gonna feel more haptic rumble when we swipe left or right and just clear a notification.
Off. It feels so satisfying. And you can see that same attention to detail in your recent app screen. When you start dismissing an app, the others huddle a bit closer, and if you let go.
Okay, so when you enter your recent app and you're just about to like kind of kill the app, but then you let it go, boom. Yeah, it's gonna be very smooth apparently, that's it.
There's a nice cascading droplet effect. Our
Nice
new motion
cascading
physics
droplet
system
effect.
powers these happy little
New motion physics system?
moments across our devices. You'll have to give it a try. Android is getting more personal too.
Of course.
It's got updated color themes, responsive components, and emphasized typography.
That's
Even
good.
across your favorite Google apps like Google Photos, Fitbit, and Gmail.
Okay, so new design language, new fonts, more unified. This doesn't look so different, and yet I think it looks cool. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, guys. Because you know it's
It
going to
all
be interesting how much of this is going Samsung to take and put it into One UI 8 that is going to be based on Android 16.
Together to create an aesthetic, a point of view that's as unique as you are. Now, Material 3 Expressive isn't just beauty for beauty's sake. It's a design that combines form and function.
Okay, this is very important. They're not just making it prettier, they also are making it more meaningful. So apparently it's going to work better for us, right? Or at least that's the promise.
To make all those daily interactions with your phone easier. For example, the notification shade. It's one of the most used screens on Android.
I would agree,
You
yeah.
see it constantly throughout your day.
That's true.
But if you let your notifications build up, some of the important stuff gets buried.
Yes, we need some like decluttering mechanism.
That's where our new feature, Live Updates, comes in to
Updates.
highlight what you need to know.
Okay, is this something like the now bar, the live activities?
So you can stay focused about what you care about. Maybe you and your friends are ordering Uber Eats for a night in. While
Not
you
in my
wait,
country.
no need to obsessively open your phone to check for updates.
Oh, you see, this was running, I guess, on the always on display or what? Yeah, this looks like the always on display, and apparently you're getting the live notifications. Uber Eats heading your way. Here's the driver when he will arrive, and
Your
then
phone to check
a
for
very nice transition to the lock screen. This is good.
updates. You can put the phone on the table, focus on your conversation.
Oh my god, this absolutely looks like the now bar from Samsung. Good work, Samsung. You implemented this thing before Google did, right? Or you already knew.
And still get glanceable live updates to track your order delivery. Real-time updates from your favorite delivery, rideshare, and navigation apps are now front and center. Across the entire phone experience, there are all these small, delightful design improvements. The refined home screen grid,
Refine home screen grid. Now let's analyze, guys. Standard, like a status bar. Then we have a widget showing the date and apparently the weather. Then another widget for the weather. Then another widget for the time. I mean, this doesn't look great. I mean, I have to tell you right away. Find my phone, Google Meetings, recorder settings, some widgets with, I guess, the calendar, then some tasks, and then of course the standard thing like the dialer, the messages, Google Chrome, Google Camera. We love Google Camera, right? And then of course the Google search bar. Where's the new grid?
makes all new widgets and icons line up just right. You
Okay, maybe she means that they really maybe they're
get more
aligning better.
customizable quick settings, which lets you pack in those controls you use most. We also subtly blur the background to
Okay, more blur on the background, more blur on the background, guys. I think this was really required. We have this in ColorOS, we have this in FunTouch, OriginOS, iOS, HyperOS, Harmony everywhere. I mean, One UI. So I think this is something that was long overdue. It's good that they're doing it right now. So when you're swiping down your notifications to expand the quick settings, everything on the background is gonna get blurred. All right.
provide a sense of depth.
A
So you
sense
can
of
stay in
depth.
context when you're navigating your phone.
I like this thing. This thing here looks new to me, and I really like it because of these bars. So apparently, you can just probably easier when you want to navigate from low to high brightness. Let's see. This is gonna be good. What happens when you like hold your finger on the slide bar, as in One UI, right? Like, do we get more context, more additional settings? Let's see.
And it's really performant, thanks to some clever computation behind the scenes. So you'll get a beautiful UI without draining your battery.
Clever computation behind the scenes. Clever UI without you draining the battery. Come on,
We're
lady.
working hard with our partners to bring Material 3 Expressive Design to life on Android 16 devices. You'll see it first on Pixel later this year.
Yes.
Okay, that was a lot of amazing things coming to your phone, and now it's time to talk about your watch.
Yeah.
Wear OS 6.
I'm not so much interested into the version. We have Gemini Live, Gemini across devices, guys. Safety and security, which I guess is probably also important. Closing. Device showcase. Let's go and check here. Device showcase.
Actually, Can I show you something else?
What? This is Dieter? Oh no.
Come with me.
What? No. Dieter Bohn!
Hi, everybody.
Oh my god! This guy he used to work at The Verge, right? And then he went somewhere else. This guy he's a good guy. I remember he was a fan of LG Web OS. And a while ago, they got a daughter with his wife, and I think they named her Zelda. Okay, this is good. Dieter Bohn, he's a director product narrative. So apparently he works at Android for Google right now. I was not aware. Good to see this guy.
I'm Dieter Bohn, and I was thinking since we've got this whole studio here, I might just, well, use it for a minute to show you some of the amazing Android devices that have come out recently.
Oh my God.
You see, it's not just that some of the best...
Well, we have a Motorola, we have a Pixel, Samsung of course, and what the heck is this?
phones you can get right now run Android. Phones that already support helpful Gemini features today, by the way. It's also that there's an incredible diversity of devices. So you can pick something that actually fits your vibe.
Motorola, Google Pixel,
So, okay, here's
Samsung
just a few of them.
S25 Ultra.
This is the Samsung Galaxy S25
Yes.
Ultra. It has a beautiful screen with
Agreed.
a matte finish that stops glare,
That's true.
superb performance, and pro-like cameras.
Love it.
And it comes with Gemini, so you can just long press the side button and Gemini can interact
Okay.
directly with your apps. Add this to my
Oh,
calendar.
that's good.
Of course, it can also act as a classic assistant
We can
and
do this
answer
right now,
deeper
right? This
questions.
cross-app integration.
Okay, I've added Google I/O to your calendar from May 20 to 21.
I think we
And
can
that's
do
really
this right
cool.
now, huh?
The Pixel 9a offers more than you'd expect for
Oh my
less
God,
than
just
you
look at
think.
that bezel.
It takes great photos with a rear camera system made up of a wide and an ultra-wide camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 30-plus hour battery life, and of course, it has Gemini. You can share
And very big black bezels, right?
your screen with Gemini Live to get conversational help with your homework. And look, Ma, no camera bump.
No camera bump. I like phones with no camera bump, guys. You probably must have known already if you're following my channel. But oh no, nobody can still beat physics. You want to get 1.8 sensor, you can get Sony 181. You want to get Samsung HP 9X periscope cameras. Yeah, it's not possible.
And this is the new
What the
Motorola
heck is
Razr
this
phone.
one?
Ultra.
Oh, it's a
A
Razr
flip
phone.
phone
You
that will
flip it.
easily fit in your pocket. And this one has a really nice wood finish on the
Wood
back.
finish.
Gemini works on the big outside screen to make getting tasks done easy. Read
right.
information.
And
It's got a
nothing
zoom
fun,
lens
guys.
and a
I think we can really stop right now here. So to wrap it up, we have Material Express 3. This is probably like the main thing right now that they showcased, because it will be for sure a redesign, probably a rather huge redesign, revamp of the whole UI, but not only icons and theming, also fonts, aligning new widgets, new functionalities. They've added blur, they've added more advanced haptics. It really sounds like good news, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Stay safe, VST over.
And bye!
Bye.